both working with the Watch Dogs and Assassin's Creed 4, what are your thoughts about next generation consoles and what they're opening up for you as game developers?
Yeah, that's a good question. Typically there's a lot of talk about the devices that you have or the power of the console which is all true. It's all going to help the experience of the player, but what's something that's meaningful, I mean, for me anyway, what's something that's meaningful is when you look at the demographic of people that are playing. You know, we have the 35 or the 30-35 male, the typical hardcore players that really like the type of game that we're making. That's great, and we'll continue to do that, obviously. But we're seeing a lot more people that are playing AAA games, sometimes a lot more harder as well as an experience, but they will play as soon as 15-year-old. And those guys or that generation doesn't have the same needs or the same desires or the same motivation to play that AAA game than someone that's 35, 40. So we're trying, like, my feeling with the future of the gaming is that we'll tailor experience, even though in AAA games, based on those needs that people are having. So this is something that the music industry is doing for years, or the movie industry as well, is to have that to a point where I will say, you know, the psychologist coming in the production, having that reflection and that design aspect with the designers, with the dev team. That's something that we're doing in Ubisoft. That's something we're trying to really not just understand what are our players, but trying to do an experience that's going to please their needs or their motivation. So this is my feeling, is that this is where we're going.
What do you feel will define the next generation of gaming when you look ahead 5-10 years from now?
What defined versus the past? Well, the thing that there's always that idea of, like I was saying, the device or the power of the thing, and so to make it prettier, to make it, you know, to have a more immersive experience and all. But it's true that the more we see it, like when you think of connected, when you think of a mobile, when you think of multiplayer, it's all things that kind of got new in the past few years. Like, they were there before, obviously, but very, very, very. Everyone's playing multiplayer now. Everyone needs to be connected all the time. So we changed that over the past 10 years, and my feeling is that we're getting there to have that. Not if someone doesn't want to play connected, in the next few years, you'll have games that will allow you to not play a game not connected. It's going to be fine. You'll have a great experience doing that. But the same person that wants to have a PvP experience will have the PvP experience in his game. So it's not trying to attack every angle, but it's try to, again, to tailor experience based on the players.
One of the big themes here at GDC this year is virtual reality.
Right.
You know, now that Sony's entering the market, Oculus Rift, and there's multiple other companies. What are your thoughts as a game developer of the future of virtual reality?
Well, my feeling is that it's a great device. When I was a kid, this is what I wanted to have. Everyone wanted to have a virtual reality set, or, you know, a headset like that. So at the moment that it's going to be on sale, for sure I'll have one. I'm sure you do too, but what's going to define the success of that device is going to be how games and how content will gel around that idea or that device. Not the other way around. We'll not do games that will, you know, we'll do games that will make the virtual reality headset works and shine. And so I think it's going to need some time before we get to something where it's perfectly tailored to that experience.
Well, it's a big step, though, the fact that we have all of this. I mean, 2 years ago, there wasn't even a virtual reality for us to talk about.
Yeah, it's true. But it's you know, when people will have in their home, that's it, or when you have developers that will have the thing and they will have an experience, and they will say, you know what, I'm thinking of that. That's going to be a great idea. This is going to be a great game concept. Let's do this based on the VR that I have. Great, that's going to work. That's where it's going to take off.